Hey there, Chris here, and today we're taking a look at the Hobonichi Cousin. The Cousin is going to be the largest size offered by Hobonichi. It's an A5 size, which really gives you a lot of room to work with. This notebook does come in the Japanese, unlike the Techo, which is going to be in English, although that doesn't really affect the way you use the notebook at all. Now on the outside, we have a cream, very sturdy cardboard cover. We have this nice piece of tape that protects the binding, which is going to be a stitch and glue bound binding. And it's just minimal branding overall. It's nice and neutral. You just got the Hobonichi, the year, and then Cousin on the front there. Overall, it's a very sturdy kind of appearance. Flexible, can take some abuse, but it's not going to wear detrimentally. And so as we open it up here, much like the Techo, we are greeted with a yearly outlook, both of the current year and the year past and future. And then, also like the Techo, we're given a monthly layout because this is a physically bigger notebook. We can fit more months on the page, which is nice. Also gives you more room to jot down notes at the bottom here. I really like this section as a way to plan out your months and your years to know, oh, I'm taking a vacation from March through mid-April. Oh, look, that block of time is kind of sectioned off for me. So then once we get through that monthly planning section, we're greeted with this very nice and large monthly outlook. Now, if you're seeing the Techo videos, you know those are physically smaller notebooks. So with this, you just get a lot more real estate to make notes. I mean, you can do a lot of planning on this size of monthly calendar. There also is some real estate room on the left-hand side and the bottom margin that you can do some notes in. Again, we're given the December previous, and then it's going to start the current year. Like the other Hobonichi notebooks, Sunday is going to be in red, just a good visual way for you to kind of anchor your weeks. And then on this notebook, in addition to the date, you're also going to have the week number on the side here. Just a really nice way to plan out your year ahead. Write down birthdays, make sure you get all those cards written. And then after that monthly section, we're given this daily, hourly, monthly section. This is a really cool feature of this one. As you can see here, we got January. This is going to be the second week of January. And it's going to have the date up here and then all 24 hours listed down the side here. So you can really go through and plan out your day to the nth degree. This feature carries through all the way the year before you get to kind of the meat of the notebook, which is the daily page view. So when I use this notebook, I'll usually have a couple bookmarks in. One for this section, because this gives me kind of a whole weekly outlook. It can tell me, oh, I got this going on today, but then in the next few days I have these things planned. Whereas this daily page is really meant for kind of in that moment now, just today, what I have to get done. And so that's what each of these pages is. In the top left-hand corner here, we're given the numerical month number, the day of that particular day, and in English, we still have the abbreviation for the day. Now, for this notebook, it is going to be color coordinated. So January is all in orange here, and if we see from the spine, we got February here is going to be in gray, March is going to be in purple, and so on. And so this is another way where, via the tab, you can just stick your finger in there, get to the month, and then page through to the day. But, just visually, it's nice that it's color coded just for you to kind of more easily reference which month you're in. Now it is in Japanese, so these bottom quotes are going to be illegible unless you read Japanese. But this nice little handy monthly outlook calendar here shows you the 2-day spread that you're on, a nice little reference option. The page itself is going to have a little bigger 3.7 millimeter graph layout. At the top here, it's nice we have these little check boxes kind of in the header. That can be your big to-do items for the day, and then it gives you physically a place so you can check that off. And then it has a condensed hourly schedule of the day in military time. So, you know, 12 would be noon, and then 0 would be the morning of the next day. There is a very faint line here. So visually, you can kind of section off that this is, if you want to plan the day out, this is your day, and then you're given all this space to just make notes, compose lists. You know, it's a A5 whole page where you can really do what you want with this notebook. So then if we make our way through all the months, we agreed with some blank memo pages in the back. Not a ton, just a couple, but enough to jot some notes down. Got a timetable here. It's going to be useful if you're a student or anything like that. But again, all this is going to be in Japanese. You can figure some things out. This is a favorite section. Kind of a nice way to record books, movies, meals that you've had. Similarly, this My 100 list is a favorite of mine, a great place to jot down different categories of things that you've enjoyed throughout the year. And then it's going to have a few other sections here before finishing up. At the back, personal notes, you can write down your address in case anyone finds it. And then that finishes it off. So, like the Hobonichi Techo, the Cousin is a great everyday notebook. It is a little bigger, it's a little heavier, so it's something that, you know, more practical for a backpack than a purse, but still really portable, really great for planning out your entire year. This one in particular, a lot of people use this for a journal just because it has so much space that you can write in it. Also, it makes a great kind of scrapbook or art journal. It's Tomoe River paper after all, and handles all types of mediums really well. And it also handles being taped in, being glued in. You can just add and add and add to this notebook without it falling apart. So that's the Hobonichi Cousin. You can check it out, andersonpens.com.